Will Silver be debuting in the third Sonic movie? With the release of the third installment of the Sonic franchise getting closer and closer, we keep thinking about what other character could be making a debut in this movie. Many fans have theorized that we will possibly be seeing Metal Sonic in this movie. This is something we have already discussed in one of our previous videos, and I honestly think it is very possible, even though this is one of the characters that is being mentioned the most. There is another one that fans keep mentioning. I'm talking, of course, about Silver, who by making his debut in the third Sonic movie is letting us know that things will only get worse in the future. Who exactly is this character? What reason would he have for making his appearance? Is he somehow linked to Sonic and Shadow? Will we be seeing time travel in the Sonic cinematic universe? In this video, we'll be discussing how Silver might appear in Sonic 3. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. Before starting this video, I invite you to participate in the new giveaway we will be having in this channel, where we will be giving away the first volume of Scarlet Witch by Steve Orlando, a story that will mark the future of the Marvel Universe. To participate, all you have to do is comment which is your favorite moment of the Marvel Universe. The winner will be announced on November 30th. To understand all of this, we must first clarify a very important question. Who is Silver? Silver's origin story is unique in the Sonic universe, as this character comes from a dystopian future, specifically 200 years in the future. His first appearance was in the 2006 Sonic game, and his world is one ravaged by chaos and destruction caused by Iblis, a monstrous entity of fire and devastation. In this post-apocalyptic future, Silver dedicates his life to stopping Iblis and restoring peace. Despite his efforts, Iblis proves to be an immortal force that always returns, leaving Silver desperate to find a permanent solution. Silver possesses psychokinetic abilities, which allow him to manipulate objects, levitate, and create powerful energy attacks. These abilities, though mysterious in origin, make him uniquely suited to survive in his harsh environment and fight Iblis. His determination and abilities make him a beacon of hope in an otherwise hopeless future. However, this character is not perfect as he lacks experience, and his naivety makes him vulnerable to manipulation. Why does Silver end up traveling back in time? And why does he believe the solution to his current problem lies there? In Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, Silver's story takes a dramatic turn when he encounters Mephiles the Dark, a malevolent entity who is the other half of Solaris, the fractured god of time and flames. Mephiles manipulates Silver by blaming Sonic for unleashing Iblis in the past. Convinced by Mephiles' deception, Silver agrees to travel back in time to eliminate Sonic, whom he believes to be the activator of Iblis and responsible for the apocalypse. Desperate to save his future, Silver embarks on this mission, not knowing the truth about Mephiles' motives. Silver's first encounter with Sonic in the past is fraught with tension, as Silver ambushes Sonic and reveals that Sonic is the source of the destruction of his world. However, Sonic escapes with the help of Amy Rose, who defends him and challenges Silver's assumptions. As Silver spends more time in the past, he begins to question his mission, especially after seeing Amy's unwavering faith in Sonic's heroism. This doubt increases when Silver crosses paths with Shadow, who ends up revealing the truth to her. Using chaos control, Shadow takes Silver to the distant past, where they witness the tragic origins of Solaris. Silver learns that Iblis was not unleashed by Sonic, but was the result of the failed Project Solaris, which split Solaris into Iblis and Mephiles. Armed with this knowledge, Silver abandons his mission to kill Sonic and decides to defeat Iblis directly. Back in his ruined future, and with the help of his partner Blaze, the two face Iblis in a climactic final battle. Although they manage to weaken the creature, Iblis refuses to die without a host. In an unexpected twist, Blaze volunteers to seal Iblis inside her. knowing that this act will result in her demise. Despite Silver's protests, Blaze sacrifices herself by using her powers to banish Iblis and herself to another dimension. Is this all that happens to Silver? Not exactly, since after discovering the truth about Solaris, Silver joins forces with Sonic and Shadow in the current timeline to fight Solaris in its unified form. With the power of the Chaos Emeralds, the three heroes transform into their super forms and defeat Solaris, erasing his existence in all timelines. This causes the timeline to reset, undoing the events of Silver's apocalyptic future. Although this timeline reset means that Silver's world no longer exists in the same way, the memories of his journey remain ambiguous, leaving the door open to his future adventures. Understanding all this, we are left with the question: how is it that we could see Silver debuting in the third Sonic movie? Let's take into account that in this third movie, there are some variables different from the ones we know of Sonic's universe, thanks to the video games, comics, and other media. And in this movie, we have been led to understand that Dr. Gerald Robotnik is still alive, something that is not in line with the video games, since he was killed by the government after corrupting Shadow's mind, to bring destruction and take revenge for what happened to Maria Robotnik. What if I told you that all of this wasn't supposed to be the case? What if Gerald Robotnik was actually supposed to have died just as he did in the video games? If this were so, we could assume that whoever saved Professor Gerald Robotnik caused a major shift in the timeline we currently know in the Sonic Cinematic Universe, causing both Professor Gerald Robotnik and Dr. Ivo Robotnik to join forces to conquer the universe, which they accomplish without a problem, and cause a post-apocalyptic future. In this case, they might see Robotnik as the biggest threat, but I think they are just pawns in a move that goes much further than they imagine. And that's why we might see Silver go back in time. Perhaps in the Sonic universe, we will see how Silver is manipulated in the same way that happened in the Sonic game of 2006, and that little by little he realizes it, and then joins forces with Sonic and Shadow, managing to stop the events that lead to his post-apocalyptic future. I don't think they'll do all that in this third installment, but I do think that by introducing him in this movie, it's an indication that something even worse is coming, and that it won't be the last time we see him on the big screen. Is Silver somehow connected to Sonic and Shadow? In his origin story, it is implied that Silver was not created, but we know that in the movies there are details that don't go along with what we know in the video games. Perhaps they will reveal that Silver is a result of an experiment like Shadow, and as we have been speculating about Sonic, maybe he is a creation of Professor Gerald Robotnik, and it would make sense if they explain that this character is a combination of both Shadow and Sonic. But we'll know this eventually. But tell me what you think about all this. Do you think we'll be seeing Silver soon in the Sonic universe? Would you like to see Silver join the Sonic Cinematic Universe? Share your opinion in the comments. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.